Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine was released in 2011. At the time it was a cult hit, a gritty, blood-soaked dive into the absurdity of the Warhammer 40k universe, with you playing an Ultramarine captain who solves every problem with a chainsword and a permanently clenched jaw. Fast forward to 2025 and we've been gifted the Master Crafted Edition, a remaster supposedly. It promises visual upgrades, all the DLC and an improved experience, and it costs £40. So is it worth it? Well, to cut to the chase, no it isn't, so you can stop watching now to be honest, just don't buy it. Let's get that out of the way. This is not a remake, it's not even much of a remaster, it's more a repackage, a quick lazy coat of digital paint slapped onto a game that frankly already looked fine. The original Space Marine wasn't some graphical powerhouse but had a distinct weighty style, it had an atmosphere, it had presence. The so-called Master Crafted Edition, a couple sharper textures, a bit of lightning polish and smoother framerate, and that's it. This is a £10 update at best, not a £40 relaunch. The worst part is that this re-release doesn't just fail to improve the game, it actively shows its age in the worst ways. The combat once praised for its brutality now feels repetitive and shallow. It's the same pattern over and over, run into a mob of orcs, mash the melee button, fire a few bolter shots, execute an enemy to get some health back, and repeat. Over and over. It's satisfying for the first 30 minutes or so. It's a one-note song, and that note gets old. Fast. Back in 2011, that was fine. It rode the gears of War Wave. We were all younger and dumber, but in 2025 it's just dated. Painfully dated. And then there's the multiplayer, or more accurately, the empty shell where multiplayer used to be. Technically it's included, realistically it's dead. I spent 25 minutes sitting in an empty lobby. You might be able to find a match if you organise something in a Discord server, but for most people this entire part of the game might as well not exist. Which is a shame, because Space Marine's multiplayer, while janky, had its own charm. That charm is now lost in the void. And let's talk about the UI. What was once clean and functional is now some bizarre mess that looks like a bootleg mobile game. Objectives just appear out of nowhere with zero finesse, menus are harder to read, the customization menu, which was actually one of the original game's better features, is now a confusing, ugly mess. It's like they deliberately made it worse. I wish I was done, but no, the sound design got worse too. The bolter, arguably the most iconic weapon in the 40k universe, used to roar. Now sounds like someone chucking silverware down a flight of stairs. And look, Space Marine was never a perfect game. Even in 2011 it felt a little out of step with the times, but it had heart, it had soul, it knew exactly what kind of stupid over-the-top game it was and leaned into it with pride. Chainswords, orcs, blood, duty, vengeance, and the original didn't pretend to be more than it was. This Master Craft Edition, it doesn't understand what made the game great. It smooths over the fun bits, dulls the edges, and introduces new problems along the way. Bugs that weren't in the original are now here. Texture flickers, sound cuts, executions sometimes just break completely. It's like someone opened the code for 5 minutes, pushed a couple of buttons and shipped it. And the DLC, who cares to be honest, most of it was schematic or tied to the now dead multiplayer. Not getting new story, content or a reason to care, just more fluff stapled onto a package that already feels bloated with disappointment. Let's put this in context. Compare it to the Mass Effect Legendary Edition or the Dead Space remake. Those were proper updates. Actual care went into them. Thoughtful remasters that respected the original while genuinely improving the experience. This is a cash grab. A soulless, lazy attempt to squeeze money out of a fan base that deserves better. And that price, £40. Not a budget re-release, not a nostalgic gesture to old fans, a full retail price for a game that's nearly a decade and a half old. Let's be honest, this was never about preserving a classic, this was about milking a license, and that is it. There are so many better ways to spend your money. Pick up a couple of great indie games, get Bolt Gun or Dark Tide on sale, or to be honest, just buy the original Space Marines for a $5. It still works, still has a sim campaign, it doesn't come with the butchered UI, downgraded sound, or weird new bugs. Miss out on some lighting tweaks, but you'll get the game as it was meant to be played, jank, soul and all. And that's the real tragedy here. This could have been something with effort. This could have been a great re-release, a celebration of cult classics. Instead, we got a rushed, overpriced mess that does more harm than good. Now look, it is still kind of fun in short bursts, the Warhammer aesthetics is still amazing. The problem is, for £40 you do expect better. And at the same time, if you're going to remaster a game, why should there be more bugs? Look, this isn't a tribute to a classic, it's a slap in the face of the fans who kept it alive all these years. You've loved the original, keep those memories intact, don't ruin them with this half-hearted cash grab. If you've never played Space Marines before, just get the old version, trust me, it still slaps.